I eat a lot of shitty food, so I have to try and exercise. And my choice of gym is this little local mom and pop gym called Planet Fitness. If you don't know about it, just 200 million stores worldwide. And they're kind of like the McDonald's of gyms. They have 2 people working and they hate that you're there. They're so upset that you walked in the door, they don't want you to change your life for the better. If you don't know Planet Fitness's business model, I'll tell it to you right now. Planet Fitness's business model is you pay $10 a month, and in return, you can take a shit at any of their locations. Planet Fitness is a toilet with a gym attached to it. That's what it is. That's what it is, okay? And the irony is like you get a membership because you want to better your life, right? Like you're like, oh, I'm going to improve myself. But then you walk inside of Planet Fitness and you look at the people around you and you're like, oh, I guess I'm crushing it already. I could be their leader. I was all motivated for a week. I was like, I'm ready to work out. I'm about to look like a T-bone steak. I'm going to get ripped. Me and Chad Marley are going to do bench presses together. It's going to be great. Also, when I called you Chad Marley, I did realize that, like, I was trying to find, like, what's the white version of Bob Marley? And then I was like, actually, Bob is pretty white already. Doug, you could be Doug Marley? All right, I love how you give me other options for it. I can think of other white names. I wasn't. Dustin, Devin, Chris. I can keep going. My name's Greg. You can be Greg Marley. I was all motivated to work out at Planet Fitness, and then one day I looked over and I saw a homeless dude brushing his teeth on the elliptical, and I was like, I'm gonna go get a cinnamon roll. This is crazy. I don't like it here at all. I just turned 30, which is fun. 30 years old, yeah. Still dressed like this, that's cool. Still dressed like I'm trying to become a character in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Gonna do it? I'm trying to be, don't, you shouldn't cheer for that. My whole family would hate that you did. I'm trying to be like fancier in my 30s. That's what I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to, why'd you laugh that hard? I'm trying to drink wine now. That's like how I'm trying to be fancy. I love, wine is the best. Why didn't they tell us about this earlier on? Wine drunk is the best kind of drunk there is. Okay, because beer drunk will make you like yell at your friends. Wine will just make you whisper about love languages. Like, you won't see me at a party doing a keg stand, but you will see me in the corner with a glass of Chardonnay being like, you know what, I'm actually words of affirmation. It's so accurate, right? I know. Red wine makes me get handsy. I probably should admit that. White wine is very different kind of drunk. White wine makes me feel like I want to divorce a husband I don't have. I just didn't like the way he talked to me, you know? My girlfriend's had several words to say to him about it. I moved to North Carolina not too long ago. And when I moved here, I'll be honest, I did not know they were going to ban porn. And that's not something you hope for. And that's also not something you think to check on when you move to a different state. I didn't like take a trip first to be like, honey, I just want to check out to make sure Pornhub.com. You know what I mean? You don't check it. And then, you know, I was in North Carolina, I was trying to, and my friends were like, you can't do it, we're all using our imagination now, get used to it. So that is an insane thing to ban. I didn't even know you could just take it away like that. That's so absurd. So now what happens, right, when you go to the porn site, here's what happens. Doesn't matter what porn site you go to, the same lady pops up on screen. I don't know what her role is. I don't know if she's like the CEO of porn or she's just the only one who wanted the job. I'm not sure, but I see her every day and she pops up and she goes, hey, you can't see this anymore. That's a bummer for you. And if that makes you upset, just go ahead and call your senator. And I'm looking at her like, now? Who do you think I am, Louis C.K.? I can't make a phone call right now. senator picks up the phone. Hey, Barbara, what are you working on? Climate change? No, this is more important. You got a second for me to talk to you about why I'm losing this erection, Barbara? No re-election without erection, all right? Figure it out. Also, this is probably pretty obvious. I've never called a senator before. Which is why I can't have the first time be about porn. That's a bad look. I can't like somehow get famous someday and then be like, oh, that's the guy who called us about porn about 169 times. You know what I'm saying now, dude? They didn't like ban it, right? But they made it hard to get to, for sure. And we don't appreciate all the hoops that we have to jump through. I'm representing the porn community now. We don't, and you know, it's like they passed a law and you have to give them all this personal information and that feels like an infringement on our rights. And that's the first time I've ever been political in my entire life. And I'm such a hypocrite. Like when Facebook wanted all of our data, I said nothing. But then at the moment Pornhub was like, how old are you? I was like, data privacy is a human right.